Thank you for coming. I'm William Tan from Singapore, and today I'm talking about whales. All right, my first encounter of whales is from Manado in 2003, and we were there. We were there for many weeks, and after we got tired of shooting mackerels, we decided to go fishing, and we went past Manado Toa behind. And the boat went out even further for about an hour, and we saw sperm whales. There were quite a lot of them, maybe like 3 or 4 in the groups, but they were all over all over us. So at first, I asked the dive masters, "Is it safe to get in the water with them?" And they told me, "Yes, go, 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 go." So I went in. At that time, we were carrying Nikonos 5 cameras with film. So I went in the water, I shot some, came back, and every time you are changing film on the boat, the whales will be popping their head up to look at you. So this is from that encounter. Sorry. This is from that encounter. Then a few days later, when I went down, I noticed that the dive masters are coming down with me. So you can see the whale's head is popping up. The one closest to the whale is me, and the 2 dive guides were behind me. And I asked them, how come I was the only one in the water the first few days? And after a few days, then, you guys come down with me. Then they said, "Oh, because you're not eaten, we know it is safe now." Then there was one day, the whale decided to come very close. This is a sperm whale. They decided to come very close. So I know that I was swimming towards it and it was swimming towards me. But in my viewfinder, the whale looked smaller and smaller and smaller. I mean, something must be really wrong. Then I realized my guide was grabbing onto my waist and trying to pull me back to the boat as quickly as possible because he was afraid. So that was my encounters in Manado. You still see them behind Manado Toa every year from September onwards. Okay, so the fishermen will tell you where they are if you are interested. Then in Sri Lanka, I have a good friend who is shooting whales in Sri Lanka, and he invited me over, so I went. The first time I was there, clear water, sperm whales, and you can get quite close to them. The actual way to do it is, the boat will go towards the whale, and they predict where the whale would be swimming towards. And about 200, 300 meters away from the whale, you enter the water, and you have to wait there for the whales to come towards you. If they decide to come close, yes, then you have a close encounter. If not, you have to wait for the next jump. All right, so this is when we were there, and there was one time when I was shooting for Canon to launch the 1DX Mark II. I had only 3 days there. And the first day I was there, when I entered water, I saw these 3 whales coming towards me. The surface was mirror flat. So after that encounter, I knew I already have pictures for Canon. So I told my guide, I have another friend there at the same time from Japan, and he was also shooting for a Japanese dive show. So his name is Takaji, very good friend. And I told my guide, I told my boat saying that, I already have pictures, so he will need his pictures. We will give the preferences to him, let him get his pictures, and we don't have to fight with him. So on one day, we saw a group of 12 whales together. All right. So Takachi boat, when we went towards it also, Takachi boat turned and he was in the water, like maybe quite far away from the whales, waiting for them to come towards him. So we went even further away from him, and I went in the water and I wait for the whales to pass through him and come towards me. So when the whales got to him, they dived down. So I thought there was no more chance for me to see them. But then I saw the whales coming towards me below. So I went down And I got the pictures like this. All right. So actually, if you do not chase after them, they actually will come towards you and they will let you see them. Even when the whale went past him, and I was very far away from him, and the whale still come under me. So if you do not disturb them too much, they will let you see them. But at that time, Takaji told me there was another operator there who was putting divers on top of the whales. So what the boat is doing is they will chase after the whales, and when they are very, very close, they will put the divers right directly on top of the whales. And Takaji told me that is not a good thing to do, because if you scare the whales will not go back to that same place, because Sri Lanka was a migrating road for all these sperm whales. So if you scare this family will not come back next year. And if you scare another family, you have less and less and less families coming through Sri Lanka. And true enough, right now, the last 3 years, there was no whale in Sri Lanka. All right, there was 0 whale in Sri Lanka. So if you do trips to swim with the whales, remember you have to respect them. Do not frighten them. And there was one day when I was there, during the trip with Takaji, we saw the 12 whales again, okay? So I was in the water waiting for them to come. And then I saw the boat actually went through the 12 whales. And this is what from a distance, I could see the 12 whales. So Takaji was telling me, Takaji saying that his photos and my photos, the whales seems to be peaceful, seems to be in proper mood. But you see other people's pictures, they are very, very nervous. So you don't want the whales to behave like this. This is not a good picture at all. So you do not want this. And it is terrible, if the whales are at the surface, for the boat to ram through them. If the boat hit the whale, it might hurt the whale. So this is not a good thing to do. And meanwhile, in Mauritius, same thing is happening now. Mauritius is the newest place for encounters with sperm whale. And the sperm whale there are so tame that you can get very close to them. And this is from Taiwan news. You see how they are abusing the whales? So actually, I took a screen grab from the clip just now. You can see that this guy is not the only person in the water. You can see the fins from the other side. So there are other people in the water with him as well. So a few days later, I found another video clip. This is exactly what's happening in Mauritius right now. And this is how they abuse the whale. Now, if this goes on for several years, Mauritius is not going to have whales also. All these whales, when they dive deep, they have to come up to breathe. All right? So they need to be at the surface for a certain time to breathe. So they cannot go away from you. They need the time at the surface to breathe. And if you harass them like that, they cannot really take their breath to do another deep dive. So this is not the way to do things when you dive with the whales. At Tonga, similar things has happened also. There was 1 year that the free divers were harassing the mother and calves, that the mother do not stay anymore for anyone who enters the water. So the moment someone enters the water, the mother will quickly take the calf away. But the Tonga government realized that this is a problem, so they decided to step in and they tightened the rules. So last year when I was there, the mother and calves were very approachable. So in Tonga, when you are swimming with the whales, anyone who has been to Tonga would know what this means. Okay, the whale guide will go in the water first, and if they find the whale, they put their hands up. That means I see the whale under. So everybody who is ready can jump from the boat and swim towards the guide, and you will see the whale. So people who are there will know what this means. Singers. All right, there are few scenarios that you can encounter in Tonga. So the most boring is actually the singers. They are very loud singers. You can actually hear them from the boat. You don't even have to enter water. Okay, the singers are singing to try to attract females who are interested. They are also singing to communicate. So singers are usually found singing head down with the tail up. All right, so if you want to shoot them, most people are directly above them because that's how it is the easiest to see them. But all you get is a tail. Okay, and after a while, when they need to breathe, they will swim to the surface to breathe. Now, what I do is I go to where the head is. I go to where the head is. When they are about to swim, they will open up the pectoral fin. So you can see the two long white pectoral fin opening up. And if you are way ahead of them, they come towards your way, you are bound to get them coming up like that. If you are even further away, you will get them reaching the surface. All right. But for those people who are waiting above the whale, you are not going to get anything. Because when they go like that, they are a lot faster than you. There's no way you can get to them when they hit the surface. You need to be ahead of them. And in the water, sometimes they will change direction. So you have to keep looking and you have to keep switching your direction so that you are where they will be swimming to. Crazy whale. This is the most exciting encounters for anyone in Tonga. Crazy whale means a not fully grown whale who is seeking for companionship. Okay, be it another whale, be it a human being, be it anything. They just want to play. They just want to play. So in the water, if you have a crazy whale, they will come towards you. The person trying to swim away from the whale is our whale guide. He was trying to get a whale, and the whale kept swimming towards him. And if that year, I remember we have a very good whale guide, and he was doing carts, he was doing turns and everything in the water, and the whale was doing the same thing to play with him. So we had a lot of photo opportunities in the water that trip. So this is the girl on the boat with us. This is how close the whale came towards her. You have to let the whale decide how close they want to come towards you. Please do not swim towards them. Okay, because when you swim towards them, they will turn and they will go away. You let them decide how close they want to come to you. And this girl told me actually what happened was after this shot, the whale was under her belly and the whale was pushing her above water. All right, but everything was gentle. I mean, they will know that you are there. If you let them know you are there, they know how to not to hurt you. So when the crazy whale comes in close, they come in really close. So this is one coming towards me, and you can see they are really, really, really close. All right. I didn't touch the whale at all, but it was within touching distance. So this was the same whale. And the same whale coming towards me. Same whale again. And it came so close that you can even see all the little parasites on top. These are whale lice. They are like mites sucking blood from the whale. Okay, you will never see them until they are very, very, very close. Mother and calf. Okay, this is the most general scenario that you will see when you dive with when you swim with whales in Vavavu in Tonga. So the whales goes there to have calf, to warmer water from Antarctica, to have calf, and then the mother will feed the calf until the calf is strong enough. The mother will feed if there's a chance to feed, but the mother is not looking for food when they are there. So when the calf is big enough, strong enough, they will make the way back to Antarctica. All right, so this is the time when the mother is feeding the calf. And the calf usually will be found under a sleeping mother. The mother will be there sleeping, the calf is under. The mother, of course, can hold his breath a lot longer. And then in between the mother's dive up to get another breath, the calf has to come up many times to get his breath. So the thing is, to stay above the mother, you are not going to get the calf coming up. All right, you also have to see where the calf is heading. The calf will be changing direction all the time. Go to where the head is, and when the calf is swimming up, do not move. Okay, most likely if you are at where it is heading, it will come towards you. Something like that. All right, I did not dive down. In Vavavu's law, when you see a mother with a calf, you are not allowed to dive down. So I was practically at the surface, and this is how close the calf came towards me. Okay, the mother is down there sleeping. So if you have too much movement up there and the mother doesn't like it, it will come up and it will bring the calf away. And that's the end of your swim. You have to go back to the boat and wait for your chance again. If you do not disturb the calf will go back down and it will come back up a few more times. So you get your chances, your encounters again and again and again and again before the mother will bring the calf away. There was one trip we had a very shy mother with a very shy calf. The guide told us that it could be a new mother with his firstborn. So it doesn't allow people to get close. What the guide told us to do is, just to go close to them and do not go closer anymore, and you let the mother get used to our presence. So by the time the mother is used to us, this is what happened. The mother actually brought the calf towards us to play. All right, so you have to gain the trust of the mother, and then they will bring the calf towards you. Sorry. Yep. So this is another pair, same thing. If you gain the trust of the mother, they will bring the calf towards you, and they will introduce the calf to humans. But the thing is, okay, and at that time, we also blessed with a lot of movement above the water. So we had one morning, the mother was teaching the calf how to breach. So you see the mother coming up first, and then the calf practicing how to do it the same way. So we had about 40 minutes of this little calf jumping right in front of us from the boat, very, very close to the boat. So we were all very happy, and no one goes in the water. We were just shooting from the boat. Okay, when you breach the mother's trust, this was from someone's video that they sent me. You take a look. I'm not going to say anything. The video actually explains itself. Out. Okay, this mother was quite restrained, so I was told he got just bruised on the side. If the mother wants you to get hurt, your bones will not be intact. Okay, it's very easily to get a broken bone from whales attack. Okay, so what happened here was the guy tries to swim towards the mother too fast before the mother allows it. So the only way the mother could react is to push him away with the tail. Mother and calf and escort. Okay, the males in the whale families are quite poor guys. If they find a female whale that they like, usually with a baby whale, what they can do is they can stay around and they hope that the time the baby whale is old enough, when the baby whale left the mother, the male will get to mate with the female. Now, at any time, if there's another stronger male come in to challenge his position, if the other male win, this guy has to go. Or any time when the female decides, I don't want you anymore, okay, I'll go for another guy, this guy has to go too. So it has no position at all, none, zero. So the male is the one below. So the mother and the calf is above. Same thing here. Same thing here. All right. The male is actually very big, but they usually don't stay very close to the mother and calf. The mother and calf is very protective. Hit run. In many places, when there's hit run, means the males are in heat. Okay, so they are fighting for a position to mate with the female. So who will be the next top leader from this hit run will get to mate with the female. Now, in many places, because of the whales' movement and because of their size, it is considered dangerous. So you are not allowed to get in the water. But in Vavavu, you are allowed to go in the water with one condition. All right, you have to get back to the boat alive. So these are two males fighting. When you see bubbles in cetaceans, whales, dolphins, and all this, bubbles is aggression. Okay, bubbles is aggression. So if you have a dolphin coming towards you or in front of you and with bubbles, they are not trying to play with this aggression. You need to go. All right. So with whales, it's the same. So these are the two males fighting in the water. So there was one morning we saw two males playing in the water like that. Okay, we decided not to stay with them, and then we found a mother and a calf slightly further away, but it's still within the same area. And the mother was very friendly. So we usually have 8 people on the boat. So 4 will go down with the guide, and then the other 4 will have to wait for their turns. And these 4 went down, and the mother was so friendly. The mother was bringing the baby towards them, and they were in the water with the mother and baby for about 40 minutes, which is a very, very, very long time. And we were all very jealous because the babies was going through everybody's fins and then, everywhere, and all within touching distance. So we were waiting for our turn. And we were very happy when the other group came up. It's our turn to go in. But we saw these 2 males going towards the mother and the calf. So what happened was, in the water, so this is at the surface when the 2 males are fighting. So you see the splash, everything, yeah. So in the water, this is the mother and the calf that were very friendly. So when we get in the water, because of the 2 males coming, the mother and calf went deeper. And very soon, the 2 males came and they hijacked the mother and calf away. So the other group had 40 minutes. We had like 30 seconds. And the whales wasn't even close to us. All right, so it's all on luck. You never know. Okay, the whale characters change. Any slight things that happen, when they decide to leave, they leave. There's nothing you can do to keep them. This is the real hit run when all the male whales are together. All right, and this is the reason why certain places do not allow you to go down. So there are maybe, I don't know, 14 here, I cannot remember, but their record is 40 something. Okay, and hit runs sometimes can go on for days and days and days. All right, so if you see them today, sometimes if it's a heated fight, it might goes on for several days. what happened was, usually like what we saw just now, female and the calf, two males will be fighting over it, and then more and more whales will join in. And then the fight will get even more aggressive. Usually the female and the calf cannot swim for so long. It will get so tired. So usually the female will bring the calf to the back. And slowly, they move to the back of the group, and then they are gone. And the males will be in front fighting, I don't know for what. All right, camera settings. I think you guys are more interested in this. With the new mirrorless camera, of course we do exposure, and then you can see in your viewfinder what exactly you are shooting. So if the light changes everything, you will know your picture is too bright or too dark right away. Before, when we were shooting with DSLR in the water, you have to keep shooting even before you see the whale to see whether the exposure is correct. So now with mirrorless camera, I can set display simulation, and I can see from the viewfinder what I'm shooting. Okay, then of course in the water you shoot high speed continuous. So when the whale swim past, you just keep cranking down on the shutter speed, and you choose the best position, you choose the best frame from there. Many people are used to using 1-point focusing. Now with the whale so big, the body is all the same color. Your 1 point might not be able to find something contrasty enough to focus. So it will be quite confusing for the camera. So what I normally use when I'm shooting whales is the 9 square together. And on Canon, it will have 1, 2, 3. These are the zones. I find the zone would go into focus even faster than the other choices. So I'm using zone. And with Canon zone, I can actually change the size. So I will decide on how big the focusing screen, area should be, and I change the size accordingly. Okay, Canon now has a whole area tracking servo AF. You have to turn that to on, meaning if I use a 9 square to focus, and then after that, once it is in focus, it doesn't matter where the whale move within the frame. The focusing will follow the whale everywhere. So you see the center frame. Once it is in focus, it doesn't matter where the whale moves. The whale can move to the corner, and this whole thing will follow the whale to the corner. All right. So the focusing will be tracked correctly. White belly. Okay, this is the biggest problem when you shoot whales, because of humpback whales in the southern hemisphere has white bellies. Humpback whales in the northern hemisphere has black bellies. So if you shoot humpback whales from the northern hemisphere, like maybe Japan and all this, you don't have this problem. But when you shoot whales in Tonga, because the belly is so white, it reflects a lot of sunlight. So you can see a halo of white around the whale in the water. And no matter how hard you try, and no matter how experienced you are on Photoshop, you can never get rid of this. Okay, whatever you do, is the photo will turn out very bad. And on Canon cameras, there's such a thing as highlight tone priority. I'm sure on Nikon, on Sony, you get something very similar. All right, what it does is it cuts down the highlight part, the brightest part. So on Canon, you have two choices, a D+, or D+2. So depends on how reflective your animal is. It cuts down the top only, and it affects even the RAW. All right, it's not just that you have to shoot JPEG to get this. You can shoot in RAW, and it will cut down the highlight. And when you bring it down, it is a lot easier in the comfort of your room, where every light condition is perfect. You decide how much to pull it back. Okay, so from what we saw just now, the uncontrollable white. Yeah, so from the uncontrollable white, we have a white that is under control. All right, you can see the details, you can see everything in this white. And this is how I shoot my whales. I do it for whales, I do it for sharks, anything with a white belly. All right, and with this picture, I will end today's talk. Thank you very much for coming.
All right, that was a presentation brought to you by William. Yeah, and meanwhile, coming up shortly on our next presentation on stage, we'll be having Nurul Yazid, and the topic is underwater photographer and is also a resort owner. Yeah, right. The topic is called diving with whale, shark, and dolphin in the waters of Triton Bay. So this will be commencing shortly.